Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Clemson's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now,
there's a crease. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Over the middle, complete. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're down to the 20, first and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep him out of the end zone.
And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California, and that last sprint...
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Duke.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Trying play action. Got his man. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And these plays are so hard to stop, man. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes the next down more manageable, and you like getting your playmakers in space.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit.
She can only report
And he missed
the
it.
1307 because
Missed
the
the field goal, but
1605 looked like it already debited back.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. Makes the catch and he's free. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
What? I didn't get on. I just told you it was a scam.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
I probably didn't scam. I was
Field in
like,
front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Swarm him under.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting first downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on fourth down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils as their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Escapes the pressure going right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They go right back to it. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
And he will score! Touchdown, Clemson!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wesco's got it. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Haynes. And they're able to make the tackle. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. Runs through the tackle. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, that's just a really great individual effort. Obviously on 3rd down, they didn't throw to the sticks, but they've got confidence in these guys that once they have the ball, they can make people miss. It's a really good job individually to go keep the offense on the field.
Across the 25. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. That one will give them the lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Yeah.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Campbell. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Just going to keep it after the snap. Kept it, and he's past the marker. There he goes! At the 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! The Blue Devils with an answer.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm
She get in there.
I'm throwing my hands up in the air.
You put her in the Mally's room?
I mean, this
No.
is unbelievable, having a guy
You
this
can always
dynamic at the
yourself. You
quarterback
went in
spot
there and
that can take
always
it 50
point at
plus and
yourself.
make it look that easy. You stop it.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we
That's
are
my damn
deadlocked here in the
art
fourth.
jam dropped
That
out of my
drive,
damn
a great
set.
example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, there's the beat, yeah, that's the
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense...
Maybe a crease. Past the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They've got the lead here in the fourth. On to attempt to try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run.
Well,
and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
When I go to Destin,
safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the makes the grab in their space. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all right to the house. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense going forward.
Running inside, it's Campbell. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Oh, better look up. Here's a little room there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Duke. And with that, they move out front here on the 4th. The Blue Devils, what an answer.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground and in the open field. He's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Sorry, not one, but 2 people standing. Love y'all.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Hey, man.
Oh, you was mad at me. That's why I kept...
I was mad that you were going along with it, yeah.
Well, I mean, the reason why was because they already had taken 2 of my things.
I just wish you would have told me sooner, like, what was going on. Like, that's why I was trying to call you. I could tell something was up.
Yeah, like,
he
with the
hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I'm trying to call you as far.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. Tigers are back on top.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Campbell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Using his legs, it's Campbell. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you've got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground with the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
This just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
When he said that should have been in the first
Just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job.
Somebody from California, too.
Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. He'll take it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the...
Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Going to the run, it's Campbell. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They strike first in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now first down here in the second overtime. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they regain the lead.
See right here.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Third down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. Hard running there. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Walker to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
There's some room. Touchdown, Duke. And look what we've got going here. A top 10 team that is teetering after giving up that score. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most